The real Travis Scott with a super chat saying, hope all is well, fellas. If Stidham has to start, do y'all have more faith in him than Rypien? Travis Scott, thank you for that super chat. Zach, your thoughts?
Hell yeah. I mean, just look what Peter King laid out and the experience that Stidham has. If you look at their stats, they're pretty comparable. In fact, I believe they both have more career interceptions than touchdowns. But personal preference, I just feel more confident with Stidham stepping into the game and succeeding, and especially because you get that coaching bump. Remember the old Vic Fangio bump on defense a couple years ago? Well, now there's the Sean Payton bump on offense. So whatever quarterback is in the room, whatever offensive player is on the field, they're going to be better by the virtue of good coaching.
Says, good evening, Chad and Zach. I think the Stidham signing as a backup is just fine. He's an upgrade over Rypien. Go Broncos. I mean, here's the thing. He doesn't quite have as much sample size under his, well, it's probably pretty close, actually, the number of starts and total game minutes those two have in the league. But from a physical perspective, it's not even close. There's a lot to love about Brett Rypien, Zach, including that football brain and kind of the coach's perspective that he has. I ended up being surprised by the amount of passion, fire, and intensity that he had, because when I talked to him at the combine, when he was coming out in 2019, undrafted, of course, ended up out of Boise State, he was like the most, I wouldn't say timid, that wasn't the right word. It would be like a quiet confidence, but definitely very quiet, very reserved. And so seeing him all fired up on the sideline, getting in Dalton Reisner's face, I loved that. And so he earned some brownie points in my eyes for that. But as far as the product on the field, let's face it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like Trevor Siemian, light.